SFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at a Power Field at Mile High. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. And off we go from Denver. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Newton. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the time. You're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown. Mike Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. And here's Tucker McCann now for the PAT. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead.
Next score, Chargers 7, Broncos 0. Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
20. Gun.
Newton on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Sutton. Breaks through the contact. How did he stay on his feet? And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Into the hands of Patrick, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
44, Mike, 44. It's out time, guys. It's out time. Watch the ship. Great. Watch the ship.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10.
Partner, I know we're in the era of the mobile quarterback, but there's still an element of surprise when that position keeps the football, and what a nice gain on that play.
Great.
Off play action, Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Jerry Tillery. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Second and 12.
Come on. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Gun. We got 4.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Newton under pressure. They got him again. Joey Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right.
And he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
7th play of this drive, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Gun. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Hey, let's get this. Mike's 49. Watch the pass. Hey, watch it.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
He's coming, double up. '49's the mic, watch 49. Oh, 8.
Throwing is Newton. He completes this to Sutton. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down. Somebody missed an assignment. He was waving his arms saying, hey, I'm wide open. They found him.
You think? You think? I mean, he was so wide open. Did you see he was just windmilling like he was Don Quixote or somebody out there? And then they found him for a really nice gain.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Now room for Eckler as he'll take this up to the 22-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. He's got McKinney complete to his tight end. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man, Parham. He's got him. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. To the air again, Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Running on first down, Eckler. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Herbert just beat the play clock. He's got it to Williams. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they take it over, we step aside. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A bad time for a roughing penalty. And they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Throw lined up incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Eckler. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Chargers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
McCann's kick up and good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So a nice there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a rocky start for they had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down, Newton. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike, 49. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Mike, 49.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Gun. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers 32. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Hey, watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Watch his slant. Mike's 49. Mike's 49. I'm coming at you. I'm coming after you. 49. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike.
Newton throw on 3rd and 1. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now it's Herbert. Forced out to his left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Herbert wants to throw it on 3rd and 1. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Check back 27. Check back 27. Check back. Check back.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Touchdown, Chargers. Mike Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. McCann's got it teed up. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
Here we go. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Newton on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that is incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Broncos on just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. It's Newton. He's got his tight end Fant. Called in a very strong gain of 24.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Newton. Going right back to Fant. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. They'll run here with Tavon Austin. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
49 for Mike. 49 for
Great.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Great.
49.
Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Look at it.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much, maybe a yard, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's 2nd and 9.
45, 45, Mike, 45. Activity's trash. Let's go. Undercut. Kill.
Eckler, they run left side. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Going to throw on third down with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Here's second and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Mike 9, Mike 9. Bang out, bang out, bang out.
Hey!
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Out of the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long.
Defense, let's get off the field, defense.
Mike 9, hey, we got a seal, we got a seal, we got a seal.
Here we go, here we go. Mike 9, Mike.
Here's Newton. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away.
KJ Hill deep for the Chargers.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Herbert on first down now. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone, you get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that, looks like an extra step was involved.
On first down, Justin Herbert. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And a lot of being a defender is being able to learn what you can and can't get away with when in man coverage. In this case, he got away with it and helped pop that ball free.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter.
Check, 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 check. 3, check.
A final shot before the break for Herbert.
He'll drop this one off to Eckler.
So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. Out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Still going. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
Say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Oh, able to avoid him. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Well, and now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
22's coming, 22's coming, Mike. All day, dog. Rush in.
Now Herbert following the turnover. Williams brings it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Like 22's coming, 22's coming, Mike.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert.
That's into the hands of Eckler.
And a loose football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Oh, the option to give to Williams here.
He takes it down to the 4, a 5-yard run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
5 yards remain on second down.
Watch the pass.
Mike 9. Mike
Great.
Bang out.
You.
Newton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Newton now to throw. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
The kick by McManus is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for. Them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. Herbert able to show his wheels as he gets the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Draymond Jones able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Herbert, his throw incomplete.
You definitely would like to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Von Miller in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. On is the Chargers punter now, standing just about on his own goal line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On the counter, here's Williams. Strong run, but they get to him just beyond the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And he'll work this forward for about.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 24, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So that one will be accepted. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They fake the give. Newton. He'll let this go deep for Sutton.
And this is going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Second and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver.
49, guys. Mike, 49. 8. Check 4.
Throwing is Newton. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
49 Mike.
Red green. 8.
49 the Mike. Mark 49. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He's going to go up top again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Broncos. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. McManus's point after is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. Finding Williams once more, complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, LA. Mike Williams with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. McCann's got it teed up. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
20.
On first down, Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the former Bronco all-pro Chris Harris. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
A handoff, it's Eckler. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, it's Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real. And I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players. But you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Draymond Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Here's a run on 1st down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Mike 59. Mike 59. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd. He's coming. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. So a good kick that time, and that might help to get the negative thoughts out of the mind from that earlier block.
Especially since this was not a chippy, so he had to get that one out kind of low. But his line does a nice job of protecting, and he's able to convert for 3.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Oh, Sutton, a nice catch.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Nice the mark. Nice the mark.
A shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Again, Newton. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. 2nd and 10. To throw is Newton. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From his end zone is K.J. Hill. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Working with 2nd and 5 now. It's Eckler again. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, listen, we've got them now.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
And it's 3rd down.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gun. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
Now Newton.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Here's Newton.
And that is incomplete.
That's left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
49 He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Desperation time. Newton, 4th down. Able to find Judy. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in your division.
And when you start a season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, you know, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Chargers, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.